I really love the new Ministry song called Antifa. It is the first ever anti-Nazi song. It's really interesting because Ministry, well, I never was a fan. I had their first cassettes. I had them on cassette tape, two of them. And I never was really into them. I was more into KMFDM, but Ministry, coming from an industrial background, has always played with political images, like such albums like, The Mind is a Variable, Terrible Thing to Taste, and just like rewriting lyrics, making them oddball and really strange. So, for their new song, Antifa, featured on Amera KK Cans, which is like an Ice Cube ripoff, or like a very strange. The thing is, I really believe they're being a typical white people ironic, sweple, no, like ironic, satirical wise. I know white people do this all the time. White people like to, act like they're serious and then last minute be like, no, no, it was a joke. It's like that Charlie Chaplin film, The Great Dictator. He's like this Nazi or something, but it turns out, he's joking. So rather, there's a Zizekian paradox here. For example, Leibach goes and they say that they're fascist and they dress up when, Zizek would say, they're not fascist. They're actually saying the opposite. They're only role-playing. So this is what I really believe what Ministry is doing with the Antifa video. Now, again, I'm not a Ministry fan or pay attention. I don't know Al. I don't know Al's thinking. People say Al is really crazy. But that's what I got. It's an anti-Antifa message. And it's the first song ever to rival Dead Kennedy's Nazi Punks Fuck Off. This is a very powerful image from a band that has longevity since the 80s, and it seems to me that this song is actually anti-Antifa. Now, ironically, if you look in the comment section, everybody's like, well, this is just embarrassing. This is what Antifa is. Antifa is Ministry, and people really believe that it's a pro-Antifa song. Now, you could say Al is a Kristen Ralston Chandler, and he's really sincere with his beliefs. However, this should just aware the audience that, again, it is an anti-Antifa message, as the entire audience is anti-Antifa. And so it's only natural for Ministry to be anti-Antifa. Read the lyrics; it's even more funnier. The first thing I did is, when I saw the song, before I took a listen, I looked at the lyrics to see if there was any political messages behind it. And it's funny because he's like, I'm tired of dealing with assholes. That's why we resist. We're not snowflakes. We're Antifa. We don't like the right wing. So how can you take that sincerely? He's obviously knows, well, if you're not, then you are snowflakes. So he's almost saying Antifa are a bunch of snowflakes, pretty much. And it has, even if you watch the music video, it's even more funnier. He teases the audiences with images of, like, irony. Like, he'll show, like, the Nazi guy with the shit in his head, like he's dumb. He'll show you, like, the Donald Trump imagery and, like, the college people, like, a lot of classical industrial, like, makes samples. Like, he's trying to show that irony through the samples. He's trying to show this obnoxious sound mold as if there's something really stupid about Antifa, right? I mean, this is what Vaporwave does. I mean, Vaporwave does the same thing. It samples things from the 80s and, 90s and plays on your nostalgia. Boards of Canada does the same thing. And now industrial has its roots doing that. It's almost as if music has always been this kind of sample collaging of the past. And so it's actually stupid to make the conclusion to say Ministry is pro-Antifa when actually in their industrial tradition is anti-Antifa. And I think this song is incredibly genius, and it's pretty much the most genius thing that has came out from them. And it's a matter of time before Al will say, actually, you know what? The song was anti-Antifa. It's the reason why Antifa was fucking stupid to begin with. And this is something very important to talk about now, because if Ministry is making a song about Antifa, literally clothes being sold at Walmart with the clothesline Antifa, and basically now endorsed by George Soros money, And, it shows you that Antifa is just a small niche of, pissed off Jewish tranny liberals or kids that are lost in pop punk 90s or old kids that are into hardcore music. That's really what it's boiled down to. It really is this niche seed that hasn't grown up. It's actually not that big of a threat at all. It's just something that's generational. And this is actually a very important message and a part of a breath of fresh air. It's actually the creation of maybe something of an alt left that will happen now. And that is what I'm very excited about Ministry's Antifa album and their upcoming album. So I'll see what's up on that when it comes out.